I do get it. It's kind of natural, but God is always there, I believe.
You said that like, God is always there. I'm warning you.
He's watching you, Ioan.
What have you been up to, Jenno?
I've just watched a very, very dark movie.
Oh my God, what a coinkydink. So have I.
Oh, really? What did you watch?
Well, let's say it at the same time for the funsies.
Yeah, let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
The Witch!
Oh my
What?
days. What'd you think of it?
Dark.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it was a good film. It was a very interesting film with some really interesting themes. I think it explored religion and doubt and very weird themes.
Yeah. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but you're a religious man, aren't you?
Yes, my dad is a pastor of a church.
He's a lovely bowl of tagliatelle. And I'm agnostic, so
yeah, different views,
but we're different. We're the same.
Yes.
Oh, hold on, touch. There's a pandemic on. So, what do you think the film is about?
Good question.
Thank you.
I think the movie is primarily a coming to age story of a young girl who is unfairly treated.
Yeah, she gets dicked on for an entire movie.
Yeah, she does.
Like, I don't blame her at all for just becoming a witch. The movie does a really good job of examining what it would be like to be a teenage girl in this time period when there's all this witch hysteria.
Yeah.
And she gets blamed for pretty much all the family's problems just by being a woman. And I think if it was a teenage boy in that role, the witch thing wouldn't even come up.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even accuse her. So like, she really has a rough time in this movie.
Yeah, she does.
Admittedly, it does look bad. She is found at the scene of the crime with like blood on her.
And a number of times.
Yeah, and I like how the doubt for the mother starts with her child going missing.
Yeah.
Because not the doubt in Thomason's The Witch, but also doubt in her faith, because that is a realistic thing. I feel a lot of mothers would lose a belief if you lost a child, especially a baby.
I think it's quite natural to go through that, especially if you're a religious person of any faith. Losing a child is a horrific event, and I couldn't imagine going through that. But obviously, it is natural to turn to God and blame God for, accusing God of abandoning them in their darkest time.
Yeah, I think a big inspiration is the Book of Job, which is referenced at one point. Yeah. Would you care to enlighten us as to what the Book of Job is?
So Job went through a number of sort of traumatic events in his life as sort of a test in his faith to God, and he lost loved ones, just literally fell into rock bottom, the deepest of darkest of pits. Yeah. And I think how
does that story end? Does he keep his faith?
Yeah, I believe he becomes a king. Don't reference me on that. When you encounter like a great traumatic event
or a tragedy or something.
Yeah. Christians turn to the story of Job as sort of a kind of sort of as inspiration on what to draw from, and telling them that God is always with them.
Okay.
Essentially.
Why, in the context of the film, why do you think God has abandoned them? Because I think a big theme is...
I think Robert Eggers's interpretation of it was that all the family members were flawed in their Christian beliefs and in their faith. Like, the mother becomes doubtful, which is natural. The boy is lustful, Caleb. The dad is deceitful and prideful. And the little two are just dicks. Little mother.
Clickety clackety. Clickety clackety. Clickety clackety. Clickety clackety. Do you think that them being abandoned and their fate is justified then?
I wouldn't say so as a Christian, because I don't believe God does abandon you. I think that's just Robert Eggers' interpretation of it.
Right.
And in my opinion, I wouldn't have done those choices as a filmmaker, obviously, because I have a different sort of style and belief. But I like how it challenges just the Christian viewer as well.
Yeah, I wanted to see your opinion on it. Same with Mother, which we watched a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Just to see what your interpretation of like a modern religious movie would be that's not like propaganda movies. What did you think about the scene where Caleb dies?
Yeah, interesting scene. So I thought when Caleb died, he saw Christ and he had an encounter before he died.
So you thought he genuinely saw God or Christ in that scene?
I think so, because I think it's important if you're gonna have a visual representation of the devil, you must find a way of putting God in there somehow. Right. And I think the kid did no wrong in any part of the movie, apart from being a little bit of a creep.
He wants to, I think from my perspective, I think it was the devil playing a trick on them, giving the family hope. Yeah. Because he coughs up an apple, which is something that's referenced earlier on, where he wants to get. He says he's seen an orchard and wants to get apples and stuff. And then he coughs one up, almost like an insult, like the devil's sneering at them, and then maybe it's like a voodoo doll type situation, in that the witch is maybe controlling him to taunt the family, to get them riled up and to turn them on Thomason.
They are praying. They are praying around him. That's my only argument. Is that they are like around him, praying for him. They're saying the Lord's Prayer. Obviously, the other two kids can't. Yeah, because they've made a pact with the devil.
I don't think they made a pact with the devil. I like the theory that they had no idea the goat was the devil, and they were just little and they were just mucking about, and it just so happened that Satan was in the barn. Like, that's my theory. Kids are the worst.
Oh, they are little
clickety clackety, clickety clackety. Ah, be the witch of the wood.
What's your favourite quote from the movie?
Damnation!
That's a good one. Silence, creature! That's a good one too.
That's a good one.
I like the first line, which is like, what went we out into this wilderness to find? That's a good Instagram caption. I use that a lot. I do use that a lot.
In my bio, yeah.
That's a good bio.
Yeah.
What went we out into this wilderness? Silence, creature.
Can we please just take a moment to talk about Ralph Ineson in this movie?
So what did you know? I'm kidding. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, he's a brilliant character actor. He's been in Game of Thrones, Guardians of the Galaxy, but he's in The Office as well. He plays a recurring character there, but I've never seen him in like a lead role, and he does fantastically.
Yeah, he's so good,
brilliant, and I wish he was given more of these like leading roles, because his voice is sexy.
The bass on that man's voice,
it's like melted butter.
As referenced in the movie.
Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? And I was like, wouldst thou like to live deliciously?
Yeah, he does a really, really good job. A really fantastic job.
He's jacked as well.
Yeah, he's ripped, man. He's built.
The whole cast is brilliant as well.
Yeah, Anna Taylor-Joy.
Anna Taylor-Joy is excellent. The actress who plays the mother, who I can't remember right now.
Yeah, she's great.
She's fantastic. The goat does a really good job.
Oh, mate, that
goat's terrifying.
He smashed it. Where's his Oscar?
What
did you think of the aesthetics in the movie?
Oh, what a brilliant question. I really liked the production and the costume and the cinematography, like using candlelight and natural lighting and stuff, and then with like the dialect they use, because they use a very old-fashioned sort of wouldst thou thy ist.
I rated that highly. I think
it's great.
It brings you right into the setting of the movie straight away.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, it feels like you're just watching events happen. Yeah. Instead of, it doesn't feel like a movie. It feels really natural.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Which adds to the horror, because it's like because it feels real.
And the colours of the movie as well, like the greys and the
browns.
Go on
about the colours.
Yeah, I really like the colours in the movie, man. Just like the colour of the rainbow. It's beautiful.
Jenno starts with serious points, and then he'll do a voice, and then he'll just go on to something nonsensical. You like the colour palette, don't you?
Yes, I love the colour palette. The colour palette in the movie is great. So like they set up a tone of like this eeriness with the greys and the browns and the darker, sort of murkier colours, and then it leads to the popping colours of the fire and the red to really like
pop,
emphasise the
the
point,
red pops. Ooh, UK.
Yeah. In The Lighthouse, Robert Eggers has a photo that he references as one of the frames.
Do you mean the painting?
Yes, the painting.
Yes.
That's what I meant, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned photographic painting.
Do you like that as a choice?
Like, so in The Lighthouse he does hypnosis, which is a man, light shining out his face, another man, and they reference that, they kind of recreate it.
Yeah.
And I really love that. I think we should get that framed.
Yeah.
It's a really nice
cool
image. And they do a similar one in this, where they light Ralph Ineson's face to make him look like Jesus.
Yeah.
And they do that with like his costume and stuff. But it's so sick. It looks like the Last Supper.
Yeah.
Or like it really evokes like Jesus' face.
Yeah.
Just by candlelight. Like, it's sick. It's so good.
It's a very well made film. So to summarise, where would you put this in the top 10os? Would you put it above?
Are we doing a ranking now?
I don't know. We may as well just.
The only one you can really compare it to is Raw.
Yeah. Would you say it's better than Raw?
I don't know. They're so different. Raw's like a body horror.
Yeah.
And this is just unsettling. Like it's really uneasy.
True.
Like there's a bit I really liked where like he cuts wood a lot.
Yeah.
As like a symbol of his pride, which then collapses on him.
Yeah.
His pride kills him. Metaphors. I love a little metaphor.
We love a metaphor, yeah.
But they do a scene where he's chopping the wood, and on one of the cuts, they cut to the next scene. Yeah. But on then a later one, he's chopping, and they build it up, and you think it's gonna cut on the chop, but it doesn't. It cuts just before, and it feels like you feel like really uneasy and like unfinished and like annoyed. And I think that like stuff like that really builds it feeling wrong and strange, which I really like. What would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10.
It's a bloody 10, mate.
Bloody 10, mate.
It's a bloody 10 out of 10. It's a bloody 10 out of 10. Yes, mate. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't like it when he shouts at me.
Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? Wouldst thou like the taste of butter?
It's a great movie, and it's brilliantly made. It's dark, shocking, hideous, powerful, and brilliant.
And brilliant.
Yes.
And brilliant.
You know what? Your opinions.
Why is this a recurring joke of Ioan's opinions not being good? I hate this. I'm going to go join a coven. It's ridiculous.
She's a witch!
Witch! She's a witch!
Should we leave it there?
Yeah, let's leave it there. I'll just sat down and I'll get back up.
Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Oh, that was good.
Must be the season of the witch. Do 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 do.